I'll never forget that Halloween night. My family and I were tuning into a shortwave radio broadcast. And that night, the tone was different. It was tense and urgent. And they reported that riots were breaking out and banks had shut down and folks couldn't even get cash out of ATMs. We could hear glass breaking in the background, and then, just like that, the signal went dead. We sat there in disbelief, staring at each other, feeling that gut-wrenching realization it was too late. We had no cash on hand, no evacuation plan, and honestly, we had no clue where we'd go, even if we could get out. In that moment, we felt so trapped and helpless. And even though it turned out to be a simulated broadcast, it was a wake-up call that shook us to our core. We realized just how serious this was, and we committed to getting prepared and getting out of that city. Today, we're here to make sure you don't end up feeling that same sinking feeling when a real crisis hits.
A bug-out bag is not just a backpack. It really is your lifeline when you're in a crisis and in a hurry. So I'm going to go ahead and pre-pack our go bag. So the first thing I'm going to want to make sure I have is plenty of water. A lot of water bottles. Make sure you have a water filter. And I'm going to throw in a container of bleach. So I've got a number of food items. You want granola bars, high-calorie items, quick, easy on the go. Also, make sure you throw in a camp stove and a pot to cook in, ferro stick and some tinder and the fuel. I'm going to throw in a sleeping bag here, also a wool blanket. Throw in some hand warmers, some warm socks, some warm layers of clothes for each person in the family, and here's my rain jacket. So I'm going to grab toothbrushes and toothpaste, my contact stuff, some soap and hand sanitizer, also some personal hygiene products, and please don't forget the TP. I also have a small tent that I'm going to throw in just to give us some options. You're going to want to think about your power needs. Get some batteries, any small power packs that you might have, and I'm going to throw in this solar lantern because I can also charge my phone with it. And last, consider any personal items you might need for your pets, for your kids, or for yourself, and pack those too.
So in addition to the camping items and clothing and boots and stuff like that, you're going to want to make sure that you have a good first aid kit and any prescription medications or anything like that that you need that's unique for you. And you're also going to want to have communications, means of communications, whether that's two-way radios, whether it's phone, shortwave radio, AM, FM radio, ham radio, CB, whatever you use for communicating or need to use. Tools, anything that would be useful in repairing your car or making repairs anywhere. Tow strap if you get stuck, that kind of thing. And don't forget flashlights and important documents that you need to have with you. Be sure and stick those in. And, you know, we could go on and on. At the end of the day, you want to customize this for specifically what you need because each person and each family is different.
In an emergency, you can't rely on just one way out. Roads might be blocked or cell towers down. You need at least 2 or 3 alternate routes out of your area. If you're in a rural or mountainous area, identify those lesser known paths. Don't rely on GPS alone. Have a printed map and make sure everyone in the family knows how to read it. Next, think about where you'll go. Is there a friend or a family member you could stay with, or a safe area? Designate a meeting point in case you get separated. Knowing multiple ways out and where to go can give you peace of mind, especially when you're in the middle of a crisis.
A plan isn't real until you've practiced it. In a crisis, adrenaline is high and mistakes happen easily, so take some time to do a practice run. And here's how. After you've got together your go bag, then set a timer and see how fast you can get everything loaded and be ready to go. And the more you practice now, the smoother it's going to go in a real emergency.
Getting your bug-out bag ready, mapping out where you're going to go, and actually practicing these steps could be the difference between chaos and calm when things go south. This isn't just a box to check. This is about being prepared to protect the people that you love no matter what comes. So don't wait. Get your bag packed, run through your route, make sure everyone in your family knows the plan. And when the moment comes, you'll be ready. And tomorrow, we're wrapping up the 521 Preparedness Plan, so don't miss it. Let's finish strong, and I will see you tomorrow.